Ever since the Zeb first came out in 2020, I've had them on both of my bikes. They strike the balance between weight, performance and affordability without being overcomplicated. One air valve, one rebound and enough compression to get the feel from the fork that you really need. That's all you need, right? Well, WPS claim to be able to make the fork performance even better by fitting one of their Podium Piston kits and customised shim stacks. They claim it will drastically improve the performance of the fork. Now, I've loved the performance of this fork from the get-go anyway, so these are bold claims. But there's only one way to find out, I suppose, and that's to fit one of the kits. Let's go and take a trip to our good friend Richie in RH Suspension and get one fitted. Richie would be known as one of Ireland's top MTB suspension technicians, dealing with the likes of EXT, Fox, Rockshox, you name it. But he also lives by the seaside, which means you can get yourself an ice cream when you get there. Alright, buddy. Alright, so we're here with Richie from RH Suspension. Richie, what's this WSP upgrade actually going to do to the damper?
Okay, hi Gary. First and foremost, what it's going to do is we're going to be replacing the main piston here with this item, which has larger ports on the compression and on the rebound side to first and foremost create a bigger flow of oil in each direction. In addition to that, there are custom shim stacks which we lay down on top of the piston like so, on the compression and rebound side, and this is to actually custom tune for the rider. Yeah. So air pressure, rebound tunes are adjusted or tuned for the rebound tune for the air pressure, spring rate. Compression tunes are then adjusted for rider preference, so if the rider wants more support, if they want more compliance, but you do actually get your cake and eat it with this kit because it does actually offer both. So as much as most dampers offer like a soft, medium and firm tune, there's about half a dozen or 7 different tunes for each compression and rebound side, so it's really taking things to a much finer detail of tuning. There's the addition of a stiffer IFP spring, so this actually goes in the top of the compression assembly and puts a positive pressure on a piston, which helps to create a better pressure balance in the oil and over the piston to stop cavitation and more consistent damping. So what the rider will end up with will be a fork that still has very good small bump compliance, good support, but also on the hard, fast, sort of square edge hits, it relieves that pressure because we've got that bigger flow of oil going through the piston.
And that's the spiking you're feeling a lot of.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it actually relieves that. So yeah, you get your cake and eat it, and they're not called Podium Piston kits for nothing. So yeah, more speed, more comfort, more control, more grip, more traction, and yeah, I reckon we'll get a couple of seconds saved in every minute downhill run with this kit.
I'm racing my first downhill in a couple of weeks for probably 4 years, so I'm going to need every bit of help I can.
Fantastic. Well, you come to the right place, Gary.
Put it to the test.
Absolutely.
Once these are installed, can these be tuned after?
Yes, they can. The good thing about this system is that you get a whole load of spare shims, and these are enough to tune both sides of the piston for whatever weight of rider, riding style, fork travel, air pressure, etc. So if you change travel, change bikes, you want a stiffer setup for park riding or softer for chunky stuff, then yeah, these
old people like me.
Absolutely. If you want more comfort, that's it. So, and we keep all of the shims in stock. So even if you sell the bike on to somebody else, they're a different weight, we can still revalve it. So
Cool.
in that regard, it's got quite a sort of a low cost of ownership, so you can still make changes at a later date. And we always actually guarantee that if you don't like a particular tune for your setup, then
Come back with the feedback, and then you'll be able to...
Exactly, and we can retune it free of charge as long as it's within a month. Then that's what we offer.
Yeah.
Peace of mind.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Deadly. So the damper has been set for my body weight, which is roughly 85 kilo kitted out, and also for my riding style, which some people would say is sketchy at best. Alright, first run. So I'm at 58 psi. 8 clicks from close on the rebound, and I'm going to open up everything. Compression, high speed and low speed. So let's see how it performs. Nice steady red first to start with, and then we'll move on up from there. First thing I noticed straight away was just how composed the fork felt. Dropping into this first section, there are a few areas I would normally feel a bit of harshness through the handlebars, but with this setup, that was completely gone. It felt super good, and the rebound felt even better. The trouble I had previous was I could never get the rebound to feel just right. It was either too fast or too slow. I could never get the happy place. But even with this base setting I put in, it felt way better, just more controlled. As the runs went on, I just added a bit more compression until I found a nice balanced setup. The fork handles bigger hits so much better, no nasty spikes like before, and it remains extremely active throughout the stroke. This means you don't have to compromise by running more open settings to achieve the same sort of feel, which in turn can also lead to a loss of composure within the fork. Oh, gorse in the knuckles. Well, first test is absolutely positive. Brilliant, absolutely love it. The difference is, honestly, it's really night and day. I know this is bike park stuff that we're in now, but we will be heading next for some natural stuff, so we'll see how it gets on then, but I can't see it being any different. I think it's just going to be phenomenal. So, okay, so I sped up the rebound a little bit. 2 clicks on the front, 1 on the rear. Just felt a little bit unbalanced. The bike parky stuff, you don't really need much rebound, so come back to here. Now I need a little bit just to keep a bit of traction. So let's see how this run feels. Run a bit wide. Slippy slidey all over the place. Lots of big stones down. Yeah, that feels much better. Yeah, much better. Certainly more control over the bike now. Oh, yeah. These tight corners are killer. Yeah, that was certainly way better. The camera's bouncing around a good bit, I'd say. This next section. Yeah, much more control there. That's really good. Excuse my breathing. Whew. But that's really good. I think a couple of runs that now, set that up properly, and I don't think you'll beat it at all. Wow. I love it. The extra traction you get from this kit is extremely impressive. It's a pretty low cost upgrade that will definitely transform the way your bike feels. In fact, the more I push the bike, the better the fork becomes.
Oh, and he's down.
Until I run out of talent, that is. The only downside I can see with this kit is you will wonder why you hadn't fitted one sooner. In fact, I'm so impressed with the upgrade, I've actually got the rear one done as well, but that'll be another video. So next time you're getting your fork serviced, maybe ask about the upgrade. You honestly won't regret it.
Oh, fucking jump again.
Well, thanks for watching everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really does help. And we'll hopefully see you on the next one.